IO on Twitch.
Yeah. I'll send it to you. It's the blur. Yeah. I'll send it to you. Okay. It's on Twitch. Okay. I'm gonna send you the IG. Okay. Bye.
Is he high or is he numb?
He's no. My son had two fillings today, and he has a third one. It's wearing off, but he's hungry. He wants Popeyes. He's on this Popeyes kick right now.
Fried chicken is good, bro.
Yeah, let me see.
I haven't had it in years, but it's
Fried chicken?
from what I remember, it's good.
Not what
Yeah,
you
you
used to
said
do.
No, I just
No,
I watch my diet, bro.
Yeah, I feel you.
I've been watching it.
And fried chicken, fried chicken is not a part of my regimen, so
Yeah.
I miss it. Mr. Popeyes has been down the block from me for the past 9 years. I just put my blinders on whenever we drive past it. It's like, oh, gotta go to Walgreens.
They say in Japan they eat fried chicken on Christmas.
Mhm.
That is their once a year.
Yeah.
We are live currently.
We are currently live.
Camera for the car is going to try out. The camera for us and the camera for the car.
This podcast?
Yeah, man. Playing hip hop cars for the very first time.
Yeah. Let's do it. I thought
Post you on your first excursion.
Yeah, this is cool, man.
this would be fun.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being
Yeah, for sheezy.
I'm gonna speak up this time. Really low last time.
Well, it's because you get
I kept yeah.
yeah.
Not gonna happen. Got this.
Should I rock these headphones?
Yeah. This one.
Right. Should I move this one? Shit.
Move it closer to you, but be careful with it too. It'll.
I don't need
For anybody listening at home, we will get started in just a second.
Yes, sir. All right. You're good, Mike. You're good. You good? You're ordering food? You said, Grandma, do you need me to send you some money? You got money.
I made. I thought we were just
Okay. Okay. Send
oh,
some comments.
When I say I made this one. Shout out to Trackman. I think Eric Sermon is still playing there. Welcome to the Iron 900. I am your host. My name is Mike Stevens. I am joined today by Warner Saunders and Andrew Floyd. Do y'all got like DJ names that you go by?
Yes, I go by DJ Akira, and my production name is DJ War Games. War Games.
And I go by Noble Drew 31222. No, I'll get the yeah, Noble Drew 312. That's what I go by. I make beats, do a little production.
Fire beats.
I can't hear myself in the headphones, son. Oh, feedback. Check. Yeah, there it is.
I don't. Yeah. You hear that? That even it out?
I can hear it. That's got my voice.
No,
My voice is a bit loud. You know, a little bit.
Are we good now?
Sounded good.
All right.
Sounded good.
So we're going to play a game here on the Iron 900. I have 300 cards. One day I'll have 9. I'm going to have 600 on Thursday. I designed these cards in order to play a game. A game where each of these, this was based on a concept that Kenyatta Forbes, a Chicagoan, came up with. She invented a game called Trading Rappers. I think they stopped selling it in 2018. 2018. What? That card had 54 rappers in the deck. I have currently 300 rappers, producers, beat makers, and record labels. So I took that idea, expanded on it, and made this show. Because I'm not selling cards. Copyright issue. I'm not trying to have any of those. Not trying to have New York on breathing down that. The game goes, each of these cards has a rapper's face on it. We're going to start with a single round. We're going to move on to group round. We may play a few singles. We'll see that. Everybody gets 5 cards. You lead with your best card. When all 3 cards are out, we argue about who has the best card. Best card gets cards out. If there are 3 of us, I'm going to give it 10 cards.
You ain't stacked the deck.
No, I didn't. Nowhere near.
You ain't starting already. Go ahead. How many cards?
All right, we should have 10 cards each. Now, these should all be single cards. I have not had a chance to read that. Shout out to my guys, Aaron and John. Shout out to Chris Duncan and I got to play in this.
Nice deck.
One of these days, I'm going to learn how to play spades. We'll start off with I don't play spades. Spades is a violent game.
Yeah, and I'm here for it. The game of spades. Oh, can I touch it?
Yeah.
Fucking.
There you go. I insist.
Yeah. Oh, man.
All right.
People see this fire ass man. Man, this is very unique, man. Like Warner called me up about this. I was like, huh? So it's not sound change. And he explained it to me, and I was like, yo, all right, let's get it.
Dr. Floyd, make sure you talk right.
Can you hear me? Do I sound like Barry White?
Ooh, I don't know if Barry White ever did. Oh man. Player to the left of the dealer goes first.
Slap down my best card.
That's me. All right, my best card. That's the card.
There's strategy.
Yeah, so much. All right, my hand. All right, you know what? I'm sorry.
All right, probably my personal favorite is I read his book. Very interesting.
Yeah, it was.
Did not know.
Yeah, his story.
People got mad at him.
Yeah, his story is. Nas rapped about that. You know what I'm saying?
His story is really interesting. His background,
His history as far as like how he got into position and the MC and the group
I feel like my piece, RZA and RZA all have that story of coming out with an album, it failing, and then them coming back.
Yeah.
DJ Akira.
Chicago on.
all right, yeah.
Tom Sense.
Oh, show.
Prodigy.
Represents Chicago.
Very different. Life. So, folks, what we got on the table currently. We got two rappers known for not being very tall.
That is true. That is true.
We got Common Sense. Now, could Prodigy rap like Fife or Common? Could Prodigy make a bar without talking about her? I can't recall it.
Yeah, probably not.
Mind you, I love Prodigy. I cannot recall a song that wasn't about bitches, guns, drugs.
Common did the same thing. He just did it a different way.
Okay.
And he wasn't as Chicago and New York, two different cities.
Yeah.
So the stories are going to be different. New York is a bigger city. There are more people. So there's going to be a harsher story when it comes to being an MC and telling your story as an MC. Common, yeah, they
did battle Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Ice Cube was the meanest rapper in the world.
I mean, Chicago, like, people know in this country, people know around the world
for sure
about Chicago, but Common had a different approach because he was a different individual. I think it all came from the background. Like, you look at Key and his story, like you say, you read the book, so did I, and his background, and you look at New York, like, there's still projects.
For sure.
I mean, the climate has definitely changed due to gentrification, but at that time, P, when they came up, it was during the crack era, you know what I'm saying, and that was the way to come up, you know,
for sure.
So it resonated in Mobb Deep, you know, and not only will I say, I'll say he had songs where it wasn't always about violence, you know, because he was dropping gems. He was dropping gems on like what the government is doing, what society's doing, the black culture, and this is the cause of their struggle. Like, they don't want to live like that. They got families, their kids and things they want to take care of, but because of the position and the climate that they were put in, it came out through his life, through his story. So, and the same thing with Common, but Common had a different story, you know. So, like I say, I mean, Fife is probably the only one I would say that wasn't like violent in the lyrics. Didn't talk too much about, you know, chicks. But these
I don't remember Fife saying anything about it.
Nah, and that's why Common was able to go to New York and get so much love.
Oh, for sure.
Because the stories were similar. They sound different, but when they were, you know, put them in the same room, I bet you they could talk.
Absolutely.
They had something in common with each other. You know, even Fife too, but
these two right here, like, you know, they know what it is. It's like to be on the block, to live in a hood that don't have it.
Mhm.
Almost out of it. To hear it.
Well, I do want to say Prodigy's grandma.
Yeah.
Out of New York project rappers, it seemed like Prodigy hung out. Not necessarily that he had to.
I didn't either, you know what I'm saying? He hung out with the foes. He hung out with the brothers. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to do that though, but you know, it's like you being a young black male and rebellious.
Yeah.
And you're gonna go do what looks fun and exciting, and you know the enticement of the streets for both of them. Like, all right, well, this is out here, alcohol out here, some money to be made, parties to go to, cars to drive. Like, you know, I mean, Fife, he gets a big up from me because of the time period and what they represented in regards to the shift in the message.
Yeah.
So that's a good 3-card play in the first hand, I feel like, because when Tribe drops, you heard Fight for the first time, you heard Tip for the first time, you're like, yo, they're like, that's some positive, creative shit, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, who are these cats? You know? A bunch of other, what was it, the Native Tongue,
Joe Brothers,
you know, so he's just as powerful, dog, you know.
DJ Akira.
Yeah, it's just, I'm like, with Fife, he was always number 2 though, and if you look at it,
I mean,
number 2.
Q-Tip did a lot more, but lyrically, I've always liked Fife.
Oh, I definitely like Fife. His punches were good, his metaphors were just phenomenal, very funny at the time when a lot of people weren't funny. Just the progression between all the albums, just the elevation, just phenomenal.
Real quick, where do you put the Love movement?
Within
Tribe album. That's the question.
4, maybe.
I mean, I think it was a good closure to their history together. You know what I'm saying? Like,
once again, was a great.
Yeah. Then you realize, like, oh, you know, it's about to go do it. You saw the tree, the branches of the tree go apart.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, blossom into their own thing. You know, you know that happens. That's like
I remember them saying that something like that. Hit their creative.
I felt like you know they all want to do more. I know. Q-Tip wants to do more because you know what happened once he did leave. Pride, you know, Dilla. And that's a whole nother discussion right there. But, you know, how about you, Mike?
What number do I rank it at?
I mean, it was literally the last album. When they talked about hitting their creative ceiling, you could tell. You could tell that they weren't getting along like.
Cohesive.
It's beats rhyme from like. Well, consequence. It was good. Listening back to these kinds of flavors.
So how do you feel about picking a best among these two?
I'm set.
All right. Noble Drew 312.
I'm sticking with my thought. Prodigy.
If I have to pick between Common and Prodigy, I gotta go Prodigy. It took me longer to get in. I remember the pitch venue, and then I remember, and this is not a diss, but where I was at when it happened, I was much more Prodigy than Woken had. That's not a diss to anybody that wears a Woken. But yeah. All right, so I was like Prodigy dissing.
Noble Drew 312.
Look. That means you can throw out the notes.
yes, go there. Oh yeah.
Redman,
Yes,
one of the greatest of all time. The guy that said, "I four chord high punch and spit flame that Liu Kang burning your membrane with the windshield." I remember when I was teaching in like 2007, kids were talking about their favorite rapper, and I was like, in a bar. I was like, whatever. Rap that year. And I spit that one, and they were all like, what? And I was like, you ever play Mortal Kombat? Yeah. How do you do a fireball? Right there. Right there. Hey, DJ Akira, that's going to be a tough one. Ooh. I think that is an interesting split. I feel like if it wasn't for
I got some things to say.
EPMD, I feel like sampled a lot of the things he said.
I got a lot to say about that.
Yeah.
I gotta throw out my big card.
Big card.
I told you I got a hot hand, bro. I'm not playing. Win.
We talking about rap. I don't gotta throw out my best card. We're talking about people that write their own rap.
I'm about Superman Lover, dog. Like 4 albums deep. That story continues.
Mm-hmm.
It's on his latest
5 or
album,
6. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was gonna
that's
say it's
all,
been a
dog.
lot. Yeah. I like Pretty Good a lot. Did he get jumped? Yeah. You know, everybody's got their ups and downs. You can't win them. So we got on the table Redman, Dr. Dre, Freddie Gibbs. Now, there are no rails for this conversation. If we're talking about influence, if we're talking about changing the game, wherever you all want to take it. But I will say, Dr. Dre didn't write his own. Dr. Dre sounded like whoever was on the song with him. And while I appreciate Dr. Dre's songs, you know, still DRE did not lose anything because Jay-Z wrote. Lyrically, up against Freddie Gibbs and Redman, that's a thing. Now, again, if you want to talk influence, Dre is easily one of the most influential figures in hip-hop, period. I don't know if Redman changed the game, but he definitely raised the bar. And I think Gibbs carried a lyrical torch through an era where lyrics weren't seen as important. Those are my thoughts. I do not have a choice yet. Noble Drew,
they were all pivotal.
We can say pivotal. That's a
Pivotal. They all made huge contributions to the culture.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start off with Drake, and then I'm gonna go through these three individuals that I do, you know, what I think, why I like how they like you said, Dre was very influential for the culture. He was, and the Snoop put the West Coast on, baby. Like,
Absolutely.
you know, when New York was so dominant, you know, the mecca of hip hop was filling with talent and filling with artists. You know, Dre, NWA, Snoop, Ice, all those cats. They stayed in their lane and created a highway in the culture for the West Coast. So many different artists spawned from the West Coast.
They made listeners pick sides.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the East Coast, West Coast beat, we all know what it is. As far as an MC, as far as an artist, Dre is a good artist. As far as an MC, he's a good MC. As far as like writing and coming up with concepts as an MC and creating a flow, I give it to Redman. Give it to Redman because original. It was wild. It was very unorthodox coming from the East Coast, and that's huge, you know, because everyone on the East Coast at that time was kind of like there were few groups. There's a lot of pro-black, you know, there's a lot of drug talk going. And then, you know, there were the female MCs that were trying to peak their voice through it. Redman came in at a time when EPMD was hot, you know what I'm saying? And Eric Sermon, this man, and like, yo, hold on, dude. Like, I think it started with he had a disc with K Solo. And it was it Redman that had the disc with K Solo? No, it wasn't.
DMX did.
I take it back. Rewind. 50 Cent did it for K Solo. But K Solo. This is like after he came out, I think, with how to stick up the industry. Before that, they had some kind of beef with the song. So I could be incorrect, but K Solo and Redman were brothers, like in the sense of rock. You know what I'm saying? But I just like the whole wackiness of Redman. Like, it was so original. Like, he like fat girls. He lived at the crib. You know what I'm saying? He was a thug. He wasn't. He was a Superman lover. Like, he was so many different characters, and he was so very good at describing the story, the situation. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that about a good MC. If you can spit some words to make you see what you're saying, you done did what you're supposed to.
Now, let me ask you this, because this is a conversation that's in my mind. Redman did a lot of comedic rap. But Redman is still regarded way up at the top of the line. Why isn't Ludacris?
Because Ludacris decided to go into acting. And when he did that, he stopped rapping. Because Fast and the Furious, yo, dude, he went for the bag. He did what he had to do.
You know, Ja Rule was supposed to get that part.
Hey, whatever.
And Ja Rule turned it down.
Let's stick with Ludacris. We talk about Ja Rule. Ludacris went for the bag, which I'm not mad at.
For sure.
Somebody bring it back to you that big. Why you gotta rap? You can rap when you want to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
really want to.
Right. You know. So I think that's why Redman is so highly revered in the rap game as far as the MC. Not taking away from Luda. Luda was the same thing coming from the A. He was out there. You know saying? Like, you know, he was known
and lyrically.
Nice. You know what I'm saying? And created hit songs. That's the one thing that Ludacris does have over Redman. You know, he charted. You know, he got some plaques. You know what I'm saying? Redman went
platinum once or twice.
Did he? What album?
I know he went platinum for
Muddy Waters.
Okay. I don't know if he went platinum for theirs.
Okay. I don't. That's what I was gonna say. Like, I don't. He's too grimy. He's still. And that's the thing I like about him the most. As being an
hardcore,
being an MC. He stuck to the underground. It's hard. He stuck from the underground enough to like Wu-Tang respected him. Then you got the best collab in hip hop ever.
Even when he stepped out and did a movie,
you got the best collab in hip hop ever, dog.
Doc's the name to win.
Okay.
Everything else went go.
If you got the best collab ever with him and Ness ever, you cannot. They still killing it. You know. So I'll go with, as far as MCing, as far as like the Velvet's character that everybody knows, I go with Redman. Opposed to Dr. Dre. He did a lot for the culture. Mad love, mad respect. Love everything he's contributed to the culture. But being a person of beats and MC, I go with Redman as far as Okay. Now let's get to this Midwestern series.
Straight out of Gary, Indiana. I have driven through Gary, Indiana. It says something. I'm making it out of there. That's no diss to Gary. I'm
not gonna be too long with it. I like Gibbs. But in the sense, I don't know. Like, there's only so much folk rap I can take.
Not to push your T fan.
No, I'm a big Trump fan. So it's a different.
Okay.
I feel like Freddie, a lot of times, one is like this pimp dealing coke, pimping bitches, and shooting up motherfuckers. And it's like watching something on Netflix or something. Like you see a show, and you're like, oh, that first season was good, but I don't think I want to watch season 2 because it's the same story. Like there's no growth.
Yeah.
Like you look at like you brought up the Pusha T and Clips. Like you see the growth and the creativity and what they're producing and what they're putting out. Before Pusha T by itself and the clips before then and then the clips now, you saw the development. Now you see the growth.
Yeah.
And like that's the thing. I don't know. Like Freddie's good. He's funny. He's charismatic. You know what I'm saying? But that's all because of the production too. Because the people that he got to produce these tracks. Like
I do feel like if Freddie just rapped acapella, he's got a good voice.
That's the thing. Like he's got a good voice, but the content. I'm a big person on content.
Yeah.
And I just it don't sit with me because it doesn't vibe with me. Like I can hear him for a minute and then I'm like, oh, that was dope, but album number 3, Freddie Kane.
Yeah.
I saw the movie with Freddie Kane and they ain't into it.
I didn't see it.
I
remember these. I never made that connection.
He did. That's it. Ain't no band without me. No, but so out of the 3, I'm gonna go with my part, Redman.
Okay.
That's tough, man. That's tough.
DJ Akira. Also, y'all make sure you talk about it.
Well, Freddie's out for me, but I agree with what Drew is saying on the tip with Freddie, that his elevation, he doesn't elevate on project to project, same topic, but I do love the stuff he does with Alchemist. I did love the Bandana album.
In the Madness.
Yeah, that was fantastic. That album was amazing. That was his peak.
I've not listened to Freddie.
I think I listened to a single he had
the last one I heard, I was like, yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
But Questlove talked about it in Hip Hop is History. He talks about how after a certain year, he just stopped listening to albums. It gets to the point, or it's gotten to the point in music where I rarely listen to the same thing. So, that's not saying anything against it.
It's tough. Dre, Redman, Dr. Dre opened the door for so many people that I love. Obviously, Easy, NWA. We've all seen the documentary, but living in it. I'm such a big DLC fan.
Shout out to
DLC.
You hear about him doing the AI assistant album?
I did, and I haven't heard anything past that it was
the speculation.
Yeah.
Well, not even speculation. He said he was doing it, but it hasn't come out.
Completely understand all of that AI like that.
I feel like so there's like what Timberland is doing, where he's just making up a person and taking away from artists who are trying to come. DLC's voice.
Of course,
so he actually can rap. Same thing with Beanie Siegel. Beanie Siegel's voice, I don't know exactly what Beanie has been through, but like his breath is. So they're using AI assistant. Expound a little bit more. Make sure.
Yeah, definitely with Dr. Dre. I agree with you on the lyrical part, not writing his lyrics, although I feel like his flow was tremendous. I did listen to this last project he did with Snoop, and I thought it was kind of not great. But just on another level of production, probably top 10 for me, top 7. Just his just an innovation with the sequencing.
They said, RZA said you can play a Michael Jackson album and then put on a Dr. Dre album, and you don't have to do it.
Sure. Yeah. It was just mind blowing. He opened the door for Eminem, like big artists.
He opened the door for people who opened the door for.
Absolutely, and then big business beats.
First hip hop billionaire.
Redman changed my life definitely. First album, and Dare the Dark Side is probably in my top 20.
Oh, for sure.
Basically, what it looked like, man, all that, all that entire album. They don't make albums like that that are just sequenced perfectly anymore. Like 20 songs that are just made one after another. Just perfect. Cats don't make records like that anymore. Dre fell off with that a little bit in his later work and the artists that he worked with, but and probably so the same with Redman. But
I've not heard Redman, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to. I like the whole certain this where I love it.
Right.
Once I hear an album or two, because Redman has had some albums that were like, no, this ain't it. So I haven't listened to his new one. I hear good things. I hope good things.
It was okay. All right. I'm gonna go with my thought. I'm still going with Dre.
Redman. I will split the vote.
Okay.
Redman wins for me. I had fun story. I just so happened to a friend of mine would dub tapes for me back in the day, and he dubbed the Kyle and Dare the Dark Side on the same day.
Yeah.
And then they ended up like this was before How High came. Shout out to you.
Dr. Dre got a great B-side on Dre Day called Smoking Blunts and Drinking Tangeray. The moment is long. I'll play it a lot out.
That's a long rap.
12 minutes long. It's incredible. Lady of Rage goes crazy on it.
Lady of Rage.
Tangeray. What song is it? Drinking blunts and smoking and drinking. It's on Dre's album. It's the B-side of Dre Day.
We were talking right into
Tangeray.
It was the last song. Yeah.
You can move.
I'm gonna play that next Lilac Tiger.
My darling.
What is Lilac Tiger?
I'm doing every last Sunday at the spot called Lilac Tiger. I'm DJing with my homeboy, hosted by Howard Slick Bailey. We're doing it at this restaurant on Division 4 to 7 every last Sunday. Pretty ill. It was great. And we get crazy. We get the speaker out on Division. So.
Hey man,
that was quick. It's all right.
Drop your plug.
But I will be playing.
That was late.
Tangeray. I still go with Dre.
What up, Big Howie?
Love y'all.
Big bro.
Big Howie.
No, it's a good vibe. I've been there a couple of times. I appreciate what they do. It's a day party too for all you old folks.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So
if you gotta work home, get in bed about that.
If you gotta work Monday, you come get it in, hang out with some cool people, eat some good food, listen to good music. It's a good deal.
They do good things.
So Noble Drew 312 is ahead.
Damn.
2 books.
Suddenly my hand. Man, I need some oven mitts. My hand so hot.
Awesome. Got a couple whack dudes. I look at mine too.
So you gotta throw those out first.
My son will like one.
Shout out to the younger generation of hip hop listeners. Y'all got what y'all got.
I got
all right. Maybe all right. This will resonate with the younger listeners.
Benny the Butcher. Shout out to Benny.
Griselda.
I feel like
Westside Guns, Johnny Small World. Let's go.
Benny talked about beef was pretty good, but the most honest thing I've ever heard a hardcore rapper say. Man, I was hurt. I was really looking forward to doing music with him. He was like, damn, you could have just been like, no, fuck that dude, blah, 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 blah. Especially since you won. His friends didn't jump you.
Right.
He was like, yeah, man, I was really looking forward to doing it. And I was looking forward to hearing more music. So shout out to Benny for that moment of truth. He was dead curious.
Strategy, huh? Strategy. I'll pull it out. I'll pull out my shit card.
They forget the Kobe Bryant.
So no, I'm not gonna win this one. Just put it out there.
Sorry, God forgive me.
Rest in peace, Kobe. Not the best.
I like the effort though. You know, he was king of LA. He knew it.
Sure.
Without a rap, why not? I get it.
I don't remember.
It's on wax, bro. You can find that. Go to Dusty Dude. They had it too.
I bet they do.
Highly sought after. Item right there. That's Kobe Bryant.
I mean, realistically, it should be. He's a hit. Cormac. Oh. I was always a good quarterback. Throw that out. I waited on the Testament. It came. I had a bootleg version of it that I put together on that. Yeah, I don't know the story of why Def Jam ended up dropping. But
He stay out of jail, bro.
I mean, neither could DMX. But then again, DMX went multi-platinum.
He had Def Jam behind him.
Yeah.
Def
What's
Jam.
other Cormac?
Yeah,
Or Mega didn't even come out.
I was saying he was on the roster of Def Jam.
Yeah.
DMX was, we
Carrying.
He's like, you next. You know what I'm saying?
But I've always liked Cormega. Cormega has grown a lot as an artist. That picture of Cormega shirtless pointing a gun at the camera, not the current Cormega.
Right at me as I'm talking to him about it. Turn this card around.
But yeah, I got a lot of respect for Cormega. I think the Killer's Fame is easily in my top, maybe my top 10 songs from Queens rappers. Mobb Deep and Cormega. His verse on Affirmative Action. He had some dope songs before Def Jam dropped. Survival of the Illest. Survival of the Benny, what do you need to say about it? I'll tell you what, the evidence that Benny the Butcher is a great artist. He had pork chop sideburns. No one ever talks about it. No one ever makes fun of this. And then there's Kobe, 80 points. Maybe the best basketball player of all time, depending on who you talk to.
Man, he definitely gonna get all the points if you play the 3-on-3. You know,
Absolutely, you're gonna kill.
I mean, 1-on-1 between the three of them, he winning.
I had to get that Kobe on my hand.
Shout out to Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace. Double 3-3-1-2. Our reigning champion.
I'm gonna say Benny. One, the sideburns to me are a reminder of growing up in the 70s in the dope game, because your uncles and your pops, it was natural. You know, you let your facial hair grow, you had the afro, and I think that's kind of like.
And barbers weren't really lining you up.
Nah, you know, it's like, you know, let your hairline go, and that's kind of like when I look at him, and I thought the same thing. I'm like, hey, talking about this man,
or his nose.
You know,
his nose.
Yeah, it's black man nose, bro.
Black.
Yeah. But enough about this man. Pause about his physical shots. I'm talking about his lyrical game. I mean, he got heavy cosigns. Him and Griselda, when they stepped into the game, it's like, hey, Jay-Z, all of them cats, Wu-Tang, all of them. I mean, co-signs, not signing. Like the people that like, hey, y'all next.
Yeah.
And they spit game proved it. You know what I'm saying? Collectively, individually, I got a few to like, and you know, to be privy to seeing them on stage, and you know, like
meet with them, and it's like, yo, these cats, dog, they got something, and they went out there and did it. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you something interesting from this show. You talked about real rap as dark and murderous. It's interesting that there's a distinction between that and the tracks that Griselda does with Alchemy.
So I'm
still
glad,
something there that's like,
I'm glad you brought that up.
yeah.
So
Both dark.
so
One doesn't make you want to go out.
so Prodigy, Benny the Butcher, Cormega, all these cats. And I think, and I'll say this for a bunch of heads within the culture, are always drawn to the forbidden street life. You know, your parents didn't allow you to go to it, the church didn't allow you to go to it, but then you get these storytellers that can, like I said before, I'm a big fan for MC that can paint the picture with his words. And you know, none of us have lived this gangster, you know, drug dealing, you know, Al Capone, you know, a hitman type of lifestyle. And for them to come from Buffalo, I mean, heavy hitters we know come from Buffalo, spitting like New York cats with their own story and doing their prolific.
Shout out to L Bill.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I feel like Benny and that whole clique, like individually, they do their thing. But to go back to what you were saying as far as like with the drill rap and then this, there's only so much that I can listen to this, to Benny and Griselda.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because after a while, it's just like, all right, y'all doing the same thing. You know, y'all like it's the coke rap and it's, you know, this heavyweight lifestyle. And it's just like, all right, I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like when they first dropped, you know, and there's certain songs still that
they brought it back.
Yeah, like they brought it back.
They made it okay for people like us to rap it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They brought it back, and I think even the most conscientious rapper drew something from rappers like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we all, like when we all first heard from Mobb Deep, cats in Chicago wasn't all trying to rhyme like Havoc and Prodigy, but they wanted to create their own story. So then you got X Common, XA. They all fans of Mobb Deep. They all fans of these cats. Because that's what it inspired you. It created a fire, and you're like, you know what? I got my own story to tell. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna write this song. And I get that from Benny. Like I get that from Conway. I get that from Westside. Like they're very creative. Their spit game is ridiculous.
For sure.
Like they inspired a whole nother wave of that old East Coast rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got Snow God, you know, you got cats here, God and Steve, Gilmore Green, Bodie James, you got all these cats, you know, across the United States now, like, oh yeah, the real is bad. We can spit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I go with Benny between him and Cormega. Cormega, I don't know, I just feel like he was part of that camp. Had generals already, and he was in a good lane, but like I said, dog, like the crack game and the rap game was supposed to be tied together, and cats in and out of jail, and some people weren't taking the rap game serious, and I think if he had took it seriously, like the rest of his cohorts, you know, he could have really did something if the label saw it, you know. Kobe, I'm not gonna say nothing about this brother, rest in peace. I understand why you put that. You had to get that out there. He's not even in this conversation.
He did hang out with Nori and Queen. Nori said I could beat you in basketball. He tells that story on Drink. DJ Akira.
I go with Benny. I have a problem though with a lot of these newer cliques that since I'm a producer and I'm a multidisciplinary producer that likes to mess with my BPMs from 77 to 120 and I BPM all my records and I'm just noticing that a lot of these new rappers are going only from 77 to 80.
Yeah, it's slow.
It's
slow and dark. Conway said it.
Yeah, slow and dark.
Like it's always slow and dark.
That's the production.
It's the production, right? You know, people are loving that right now.
Yeah.
And I'm just,
I mean, that's the alchemist bag.
Right.
That's
Now,
You know, like
he's winning.
yeah, you know,
when he
Yeah,
goes
so-
outside of it, I don't like that. those
right.
stuff.
You know, and everybody and the other producers like just working with an artist like Benny.
Mhm.
They're trying to emulate what the alchemist is doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Mhm.
like you won't get that with BPM, I guess.
Right. So
I get what you're saying. Though.
yeah, I just want to like what they've done. Makes me feel like I listen to my beat. I listen to now. Like,
Mhm.
I listen to OG before I listen to a bunch of
I will say, my
But they have
first
lyrics.
reaction-
They have lyrics and flow. I'm not even going. They got style. They got all that. They swag. They came back. They
Mhm.
brought it back. Yeah.
Mhm.
So like respect and that's what many of them before. I was never the huge before.
Yeah. Felt like Cormega right around the time Nas dropped Nostradamus, and Cormega started this, and I was like, well, clearly it's got to be one of these two.
I'm just real. I mean, yeah, I'm just. Benny's dope though. Benny wins this.
He definitely.
You 3-0, man. You 3-0, Drew.
The butcher coming?
Yeah, 3-0.
Just don't look up his political views.
Yeah. Yeah, don't do that.
leave those.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna win this.
All right.
I believe in you.
I'm gonna win this one.
We'll get this one out of my head. But where he represents is super cultural for the black community. So I'm not, but I don't know how I got him. But boom,
Magnificent.
rags to riches.
It's rags to bitches.
Rags to riches. Magnificent, baby. Boondocks in the building. Come on, son.
Sometimes you got to diss a grandpa.
Hey,
Happens a lot.
that nigga gay. Oh
Shout out
man,
to Virginia
no
for
doubt.
doing everybody's work.
Shout out to the long t-shirt era. That's
My
the long white
t-shirts have
tees.
always fit. I
The
never-
long white
never-
tees. Oh yeah, that was an
Okay.
awesome episode. All right.
Rick the Ruler.
Children's Story,
Back.
The Great Adventure.
Yo, this new album, Rick Richards dropped. Incredible.
Is it?
I've been hearing mixed reviews, bro. I haven't heard it myself.
I've heard
I'm
it.
You would like it.
I'm a Slick Rick fan. I just haven't heard that one.
Incredible.
His Def Jam comes out. People don't talk about that. I love that album. Maybe not everybody loves that album because I was like, it was the one with the artist storytelling.
I don't know if I've heard that all.
There is one song that does not fit that. I'll let you figure out which one. He like light as a rock. So I want to start by talking about singing the praises of Magnificent. He made Booty Butt Cheek. He uplifted. He got a job. I think it was at a door-to-door salesman or something like that. He befriended 2 kids from Chicago.
Yep.
But yeah, I can't knock it. MC Light is a figure. I found out recently that when she made I Can't Make a Mistake, that was a Neptune song, which is interesting. But then, man, Rick the Ruler, my very first, here's a fun story. I am 42 years old. When I was a kid, my uncle, my mom's younger brother, was a fun uncle, let me listen to Slick Rick. I had to have been about 3 or 4 years old. I told my cousin Kim, she asked, who's your favorite rapper? I said, Slick Rick. He said, you can't listen to him. I said, why not? He said, because he says bad words. I replied with, what's a bad word? So I was introduced to cussing By Slick Rick.
Mm.
And my life would never. Yeah, I'm definitely. Noble Drew 312.
I give it to Slick Rick. One, because he was the originator, I would say, in mastering the art of storytelling within hip hop. You can hear it in all the MCs' music at that time. I mean, even MC Light, Georgie
You can
Porge,
hear it heavily in Dana Dane's music.
Yeah, I give it to Slick Rick. I give it to Slick Rick, just because of what him and Dougie Fresh did for the culture, in regards to like representing the elements of hip hop, and Slick was trying to be positive. His stories were examples of like, oh, you can go this path and it'll end out bad for you, or you can go this way, and
Then he shot the gun.
self-defense.
Was it something? I actually don't know.
Yeah, I think it was something.
Yeah. After that, MC Light.
Mm-hmm.
He was at the time for me one of the more prolific female MCs coming from the East Coast.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and she had a East Coast style that was dope.
Mm-hmm.
She could rap, which was dope, and she was very confident. For a time, female MCs were so far and in between. As solo artists, she stood out. So she's definitely a pioneer, one of the pioneers in the aspect of female MCs representing the culture thoroughly. I'll always give her props, but I'm gonna go with Slick Rick in this hand over Thugnificent. He ain't real. He a character.
It's tough though. They both OG legends. She likes Slick Rick. I mean, I put down Slick Rick though. Eye patch, London, change, style, swag, and I really want to listen to the new album. Tell me what you think. It's only like 23 minutes long, and I wish it was longer. But he, I think I'm correct. I have a few of my other friends that agree with me.
I'm gonna check it.
It's very.
You heard it.
I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah,
it just came out. Yeah, it came out on Massive Field Records. Massive Field. It's only sold. Yeah, he's got some good storytelling, obviously, and he's not on a house track too, which is actually interesting. And it was like an '80s house track. And it was kind of bugged out, but he sounds rejuvenated and Slick Rick, and I enjoy that. So I put Slick up there, but Light, it's probably top 5 for my in terms of female rappers for me. The flow, Cha Cha Cha, changed my life. I remember that video. She's rough. I recently saw her on a live.
She did with the Porch performance.
Yeah,
that's pretty
still
dope.
had it.
Yeah.
Still had it.
I have a lot of artists.
But Slick Rick for the win. I get my first win. I think.
Hey, the first person who's not Noble Drew 312.
Come on, Mike.
I'll get it.
All right, now that I got the weak card out of my head. Flame on. Yep. There you go. Like, it's gonna be like this game gonna be like draw 2, draw 4, reverse, draw 2 more, draw 4. Uno. I'm about to get y'all. Sorry.
I at least got
about to go.
Let's go. I got a good card right now. UPMD.
He made a list now.
Yes, he did. Green-Eyed Bandit. That's not one of your cards.
We're going with Thurman. Best rapper?
Name on. Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna stay in the timeline, so to speak.
These loops sound good, Mike.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, these beats, not just these loops.
Oh, this is, well, you can go.
It's a beat. Tupac.
Well, that's tough. It's hard to vote against Tupac.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Just based on influence alone, I assume like EPMD. I don't know if they ever worked together.
I get it right.
Got around the world.
I remember seeing them in China Room. I get it now. Hung out with Tupac one night. I'm not going to get into the story, but
was there a fight?
No, not in a fight. I was in New York with my parents, and I was in. Yeah, it's right around get around time. I'm like, yeah, that's Tupac. My dad went up to Tupac and was like, my son wants to meet you. And it's like, cool, come over. And Tupac was like, yeah, come up to the hotel. Let's kick it a little bit. I was and it was up. We were up with him and the group Shy. Some other characters, but we won't get into the story.
Shout out to Eric Sermon. Very dope. I never thought Eric Sermon was the best rapper post. But I always liked it. Like if he was featured on the song, I would listen to it. He made a whole new Marvin Gaye song. Pharrell, T.I., and Robin Thicke got in trouble for doing that.
I forgot about that.
He got it cleared.
He got it cleared. Also, partly responsible for track list, which is a deal. You know, sampling has been a restricted thing for rap. RZA said, I'm a big enough Wu-Tang fan to admit that after RZA stopped sampling, I didn't like much of anything he produced. He said because sampling was kicking his ass. He made Tragedy, and that was the last song I ever remember him sampling for himself. There were other samples, I can't remember what they were. My Lovin' Is Bitchy. But RZA did his best work based on a lot of people. Sampling was a very important thing. Sure. It kept the tradition alive. It talks about how Q-Tip would take a song that literally nobody bought and then make it a popular. Timbaland, very unique, very much a trendsetter. After Biggie and Pac died, I feel like hip hop just went to strange places. Just nobody knew what to do. Timbaland was still putting out quality, and Timbaland worked across it. All that said, you can't vote against it. Maybe if I was like 25 and I didn't know, but as somebody who wasn't even a big Tupac fan when he was alive, I'll tell you why. Because he did all of my favorites. He definitely put me in a who the fuck is this guy? Mobb Deep perspective. After he died, I listened to his music, and yeah, come on. Trending. People didn't have big tattoos on Tupac before Tupac. Also, Tupac shot a cop. 2 cops. Think about it. Shot him in their ass. Fun fact, he didn't know they were cops. I'm not saying that people should shoot cops, but when it comes to this image of gangsters and what gangsters do, he did that to protect the guy getting beat up. There are no other two.
I'm gonna go with the card I dropped, Tupac, first and foremost, and I'll get back to why I did. Put him on the table. Eric Sermon, Timberland. Eric Sermon was the first. He's probably one of the first duos coming out of the East Coast that produced a stuff that didn't sound so much like East Coast. It had a West Coast funk. It had a funk to it. It had a bounce to it.
Yeah.
And East Coast hip hop at the time was either really dark, super jazzy, or super political, or rap, kind of rockish. And when EPMD dropped, from EPMD to Redman to Keith Murray, like he had a good track record, bro. Like as far as like what he did with EPMD, and then what he did as far as production.
Death Squad.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly, Death Squad.
And Hip Squad.
Yep, and Hip Squad.
Creed Split.
But then you fast forward, changes, hip hop is still growing, and the A drops the bomb. Timberland, Missy, Aaliyah. Virginia, sorry. But then the link with, Leah, Missy, like that was huge. That was huge. What he did with Missy, and what he did with Aaliyah, and then what he went on to do with Justin Timberlake and all these platinum world known artists. Like that culture for coming from our culture. That's the deal on that one.
He worked with Nelly Furtado, Justin Timberlake. He worked with rock band.
He worked with everybody. And he created a sound that everybody wanted, like for real. You know what I'm saying? And that's Eric Sermon and Timberland. I put them in the producer bag. I mean, Eric Sermon, like I'm with you as far as like him being an MC. He was cool. Timberland was cool. What they did musically was phenomenal. As far as like the barriers that they crossed over to bring hip hop. I'm still sticking with Tupac. Because one, he was the voice of our youth. At the time when, the King thing was going on, at the time that they were doing the stop and frisk in New York for no reason, just because you was black. He represented us at a time when we needed a loud and unscared voice. From being the background dancer with Digital Underground to coming out on the solo thing to like going to the north to the in the East Coast and being on the West Coast, gaining love on both sides.
Did you know that his name was MC?
He true to the message that he was trying to put out. I think he had a very deep root within the black political culture because of his family, and that resonated through his music. I gotta stick with the blood.
Tupac. Yeah, Tupac. Few things. I'm just like EPMD. They one of the baddest duos, hardcore duos of all time. I mean that characters on the table. So, just the contrast between their voices and their styles is just it's unprecedented. Their beats, their style, their look, just tight shit. I struggle with Timbaland. Yeah, I struggle with Timbaland because I think there's just been phases of hip hop. Timbaland, big business for hip hop. He helped hip hop obviously go to another level in terms of finances, but I think we lost that time. We lost a lot of underground rappers.
It was definitely the Chinese.
Yeah, it's definitely the Chinese. It's difficult for me.
Also, this AI thing he's doing, I understand he's trying to make a buck.
Yeah.
I don't understand why Timberland is trying to make a buck. Because you're Timberland. You can do this in your sleep. Sure. You beatbox into a microphone, you make a beat, you pass it to somebody. Bandcamp exists. You can just go direct to the consumer. Why are you undercutting up and coming artists by creating fake?
Yeah,
I don't understand. And then, we talk about sampling. AI is just taking all the things that Google finds.
I had a real difficult time at that time too with the blending of R&B and hip hop. Just at that moment of time. So I got to go with Tupac. Talk any more about Tupac? He was one of the GOAT. Yeah, all the Machiavellis.
He made the first black horror movie I ever saw, and that black movie was called Juice. He was a scary, scary character.
Are they making Juice too?
We
were talking about it with
Okay. They can just make another movie.
They were talking about that.
I don't know who owns Juice and who would profit from doing another one, but you can find it.
I still got saw Michael B. Jordan. That Michael B. Jordan. Yeah.
Actually, he wouldn't. He's got that snarl. Like
fake Instagram shit, but I saw it.
I really hope it's
Juice 2.
Don't do it. Just
make them all up
movie.
there. They had them all up there like the OG poster.
So it's supposed to be like a continuation? Was this an AI poster?
No, I don't know, but I'll find it for you. Juice 2. Michael B. Jordan. See if I'm right. Am I right?
I see Juice 2.
That's in the back of the profile.
No, behind the D's.
It was 2026. There we go.
Oh,
see it? You see it?
I'm not gonna look.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
That's some AI shit.
Chris Brown.
That's
Soulja Boy.
Is it on IMDb? Them niggas
That's some AI.
Soulja Boy was in it, and he was the Bishop character. I'll watch it on Tubi.
I created the first juice.
Well, no niggas drinking juice.
I invented juice.
I assume that was your I don't like it. I assume.
Yeah, I told you, man. Yeah, hot, bro. Yes, it is. Is it?
Oh.
Big L? Lupe Fiasco?
Ooh. Oh.
Because that's...
Dang, I think I feel like Lupe is the best lyricist from Chicago ever, actually.
Big L.
Can't make albums.
A lot of lyrics. Big L was my very favorite rapper. Just based on those two albums. Big L rapped at a time where you had to have your positive song at the end of your album, like you weren't just talking about shooting people that were crack for all the rest of it.
But that was the majority of what you talked about.
Yeah. But he had Casualties of a Dice Game, which was a song about dying over a dice game. The creativity that Big L exhibited was insane. Flamboyant Entertainment would have gotten, there's those Rockefeller rumors. Jay-Z would still be there, sure, but Big L would be right up there. GZA probably changed my life. Liquid Swords. There is a few songs that I heard for the first time and were like, what? Juicy by Biggie. Liquid Swords had Shadowboxing was another one. I believe I can rap most of the Liquid Swords. GZA had the good graces of getting pre-Flood number 2 RZA beats. GZA is a genius when it comes to rap. He's one of those in that school of people who, GZA had a chance to be in the Juice Group. He turned it down because of what RZA was. He had an album on Cold Crush. Shout out to Easy Mo B, produced the whole thing. I'll tell you this about that album. It should be celebrated, but it's like the same song over and over. But those were the times. Can't say that like I'm dissing. Lupe Fiasco, I haven't heard a lot of, but I've always heard a lot about. I've heard younger people say that's their Nas. Could I beat him in Street Fighter? I don't know. Street Fighter 3? Maybe. Man, if I got to pick between GZA and Big L, it's gonna take Noble Drew.
All I'm gonna say is in regards to GZA, Liquid Sword, outside of Wu-Tang. So I'm gonna say about him.
No need to say it.
Nope. Big L, I was a fan. I wasn't, because I wasn't into at that time that he was hot. I wasn't into that type of hip hop. I wasn't listening to hardcore hip hop. So later on down the line, I see where certain artists kind of got their style from. I see why he's held with esteem on the East Coast, but not to take away from anything that he did contributed to the culture. He's just been doing things. Lupe, love Lupe. Lupe's dope. Represent your hometown, Chicago. Go all day, every day, West Side. Love to the young man. I like a lot of Lupe's music. But also Lupe is very deep. He's a very deep writer. It comes across in his music, and you have to listen to some of his material a few times
to
really catch on to the
which
message.
I appreciate, because younger people hear that and they can do those breakdowns.
I do appreciate to a certain extent, but sometimes you need the message just to kind of be clear. So people, I don't, especially with the music now, I feel like, if you're saying something that you're trying to contribute to the culture and contribute to music, you clear your message so people can get it, take it in and process it how they're going to process it and move forward. Don't have people stuck. Because once you get stuck, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna put this on the shelf. I'll come back to it later. But I love a lot of his music. I love a lot, and maybe I catch on to some of his music, but I'm like, I don't always want to have to think about the message you're trying to should there be a call to arms? Should there be peace? Should I go see my grandma? It's too many metaphors can cloud the message. And I know people that have helped Lupe, build his career, and they've done a phenomenal job as far as his representation and him still standing 10 toes down in the game and being relevant in regards to what it takes to be an artist of this caliber. He's in that top 10 conversation, in my opinion. But SZA, once again, rules for the kids. They still teaching, they still playing chess, you know, and still winning the game. So that's what I'm doing.
AJ here.
Well, yeah.
You feel like
Lupe, I feel like some 3 of the coldest mixtapes of all time. Lasers, the Love Story. Wait, the Love Story. I looked it up. Feral Heights, Enemy of the State, the Love Story, and there was one more that is just cold. But he has problems making albums, and I think that has to do a lot with his production. Although my favorite hip hop song of all time is by Lupe Fiasco. It's called Mural.
Okay.
And it's just slow. It goes crazy. The second song on
Shout out soundtrack.
Yeah, that song Mural is crazy. It's probably my favorite hip hop song. Tremendous flow, just to get production. And I think a lot of times the record label pushes them to do things that go down Jizza or Big L took a sword to my top 12. He made top 12.
RZA made that to be a winter time.
When I was little,
Bible.
some men came to our house. It was a bad time for the empire.
Children feared my father, or was scared of my father. But my father wasn't scared of him.
Big L, yeah, Big L's 2 albums. You can't outdo Big stuff. Yeah, those are right there.
I say, to that point, Jizza's first album was cool. Cool. Jizza's first album was a solid gold classic. Sure. Second album, Pro Tools. I didn't finish listening to it. It was cool, but it wasn't listening to it.
I like Pro Tools. I thought that was good. I thought that was a solid album.
I got to go back and listen to it because I didn't really like much after it.
Yeah. When it comes to Big L having 2 albums, it could be argued Jizza had.
Right.
I mean, yeah, we
that one album
Yeah.
was like that one album.
was it.
I mean,
That was it. Yeah.
that one album was good enough to like set the bar. Like,
Bible's not on vinyl either.
Yeah.
He never puts Bible on vinyl. So it's crazy. Yeah. Never on vinyl. Yo, Jizza.
you feel like, just for conversation, that Lupe will get to just the status?
nah, he missed that window.
Yeah, he missed that window. He did some cold stuff when he was rapping with he had that crew, small crew with Kanye. Actually, small crew, Kanye and
The U.S. places.
yeah,
Yeah, I didn't talk about the group that ever happened.
and your man,
For real.
bro, yeah. He had some verses on that. Like he was killing it. He was killing both. It's just a mixtape. Yeah, it's just a mixtape. Like, but I love him. I still think he's the best lyricist in Chicago. I think Kanye probably is the best artist.
Mm-hmm.
Common the best rapper. Yeah, Lupe the best lyricist.
Number 312. What do you think of that?
Thinking about I'm thinking about what I just said.
Yeah, I'm like, I mean, because I like Nick Jenkins. I like God MC. I like
Sure.
Fillmore Green.
Sure.
I like Vic Spencer. You know what I'm saying? Just the spitters in Chicago outside of like I said, Lupe can be deep at times. The cast that's spitting now, like like it's relatable. Like and there's a wave of a shift with the drill music happening because of them.
Yeah. I want to shout out, y'all shouting out Chicago, right? I want to shout out Leo West. 7. 7 is one of the most talented people in the city. Ace Da Vinci. Who am I leaving out? Izzy. Rich Jones. Rich Jones.
Yeah, Rich Jones is nice.
He doesn't get credit for his raps.
Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah, it's a lot of talent. Yep. But yeah, good.
On fire, y'all.
Yes, you are.
We're getting our asses whooped.
I'm not a huge Kanye fan, but just want to put that out there.
3
fellas.
real good ones.
Just want to put that out there. No one's responding.
3 very good albums. I was not a big fan. And then I stopped.
You put out Capadonna?
Love that.
And I was a fan of Kanye.
Yeah.
Still a fan of his older music.
I will keep Kanye in mind. And that's not to say that. It's a hard combo to have.
Wow. Want to win.
2 books. I'm throwing this out because you threw out that. A lot of dark. That is a deep cut from the Wu-Tang catalog. Cutting the mics for 2 seconds. Capadonna or a lot of dark?
Capadonna, because every time when they introduced him and he was in on these features with the Wu, he crushed.
For sure.
His verses were always stood out. It's like, he had his own swag. And he added flavor to the Wu, you know what I'm saying? Like the way they all bounced off of him was just it was nice, to see this lone soldier, join the unit and fall in line with what the Wu-Tang was doing and come off doing it well,
Still making albums.
Yeah, still making albums. Like I recently saw Wu-Tang at United Center and like what does it say, Razor Sharp. They were killing. Like I was really impressed.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, they still got that fire. You know what I'm saying? Like and they've been touring for a while, and to see them up there with that energy and still,
after the Vegas.
you know what I'm saying? Like the residency in Vegas. Like he looked like he was ready for another round. So
I do feel like there were a lot of listeners that weren't ready for Capadonna.
Yeah, he caught a lot of people off guard.
Yeah. Very unorthodox.
And so were Ray and Ghost.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, he fit. It was like if they was going to form a group, it would have been Capadonna, Ray, and Ghost. That would have been a Griselda at that time.
Yeah.
That's
actually why it took me so long to come around the Griselda. Yeah. I was like, I feel like I've heard this in Cuban Links.
Right.
Like I've heard this before. Not to put down Griselda. Once I started listening to him, I was like, I see. Now what? I'll throw out a lot of Dark Man's Back. Finance the first Gangsta Girls mixtape. It was really out here. Also, La was dope. I don't know if Live's still rapping. Let me look this up.
Wait, you said you financed the first
Gangsta Grill.
Gangsta Grill?
Mm-hmm.
LA?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did not know that.
Little known.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Is Live still making an album? Yep, 2024. No, that's an opinion. 2020 was his last one. But then there's Fat Joe. Fat Joe. I've said this. This is my third time saying it since Friday. Fat Joe had one of the greatest lyrical come-ups in rap. Flow Joe was dope. But when that I Shot You remix came out,
Yeah,
it was like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, where did this come from? Don Cartagena was a great album. Jealous One Still Envy was dope.
Jealous One Still Envy. Yes.
Hasn't gotten a lot of play with me since. You know, he kind of jumped on the pop wave, which, you know, at that point, you are an OG, do what you want. Also, one of the greatest storytellers in rap music because he was there for everything.
And because of Fat Joe, the culture got introduced to Big Pun.
Yep.
Yep. You know, he ain't even, man, come on, that's a whole nother MC right there.
That was another one. I heard Still Not a Player remix, and I was like, yeah, that's cool. As soon as I heard Deep Cover, I was like, Dad, you gotta take me to the we gotta go. So yeah. No, Fat Joe has an umbrella of artists who has sprung up under him. Hard to vote against Fat Joe.
Yeah, and he represents the Bronx to the fullest.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you know,
DITC.
Yeah. And he grew up under the wings of KRS-One, so he knew what really was all about. So yeah, I'll go with Fat Joe.
DJ Akira.
I threw it down, Fat Joe.
Oh shit!
DITC. Yeah, and then Capadonna close second. Cap skills were
I
dope.
still plan on naming the cat after Capadonna one day.
Yeah, skills were dope. But yeah, Fat is just like you said, Pun, just the crew, Showbiz and AG. I just just the whole DITC they just represent
So many names in that crew, right?
Yeah, Show and AG, Lord Finesse. Just put out a great beat album. SP 1200 sessions, I think. Yeah, it's pretty dope. Very, very dope. Long tracks. But a very good project you just put out. Yeah, that's it. Fat Joe. I might surprise you guys with my next one, though. Yeah, I might get two in a row over here. I get this one, Fat Joe? Yep.
Goes to you. 3 cards left.
There we go.
Ooh, well,
Big Fun.
I'm gonna throw out this card while I love track over. I'm not gonna try to compete with Big Fun. You guys, I read you guys' book. I like you. Apparently, the shortest temper in the Wu-Tang.
Yeah, bad temper.
And he admits that while everybody else was sharpening their skills, he was in jail, and when he came out, just wasn't as good as everybody else.
Paper chase.
Yeah.
Money.
Him, Raekwon, Ghost. RZA had to tell Ghost, listen, you got to stop. Like this. Yeah. You're going to either die or go to jail. People know who you are now. But yeah. A thing that I say a lot on Blurred.radio every Sunday from 7:30 to 9:30 here on Twitch. Your favorite rapper is probably not a good guy. Pun. There's some stories about Pun. There's some video evidence to back up those stories. not aroma. But when it comes to especially the flow that Pun used, that Cool G rap flow, I ran a lightning bolt between the earth and the moon and curled the planets. Like the grandiosity of Pun. That way he was able to spit on Capital Punishment. He gained a little weight on Yeah Baby, but I still love that. Big L and Big Pun go back and forth as my favorite rapper. I voted against Big L once today. I'm not voting against Pun.
I won't say they're my favorite rappers, but once again, both of them being from the East Coast and what they contributed to the culture. Neither one of them, they both are grimy dudes.
Yeah,
I know what you were.
Did you hear about
referencing to
the May story where you said Big L had him robbed?
I know what you were making reference to in regards to like him not being a role model. Neither was Big L, but how many artists really are good?
You come from where you come from.
Yeah, you know,
a lot of generational trauma.
Yeah, sometimes you get a chance to like tell your story and it takes off and people resonate with it and you make some money and get to travel the world and tell your story to millions and millions of people.
And then you get a whole lot of money.
Yep.
And things happen.
But I mean, during the time period, that whole wave with, you know, Fat Joe, Big Pun, I was with it. You know, the whole GITC crew, like, let's go. Like,
Terror Squad had a dope project.
Yep, they did their thing within hip hop, man. Like they made people move. So,
yeah, it's all right.
I'll go.
Yeah. Also, this song by my guy Steve.
Yeah,
feels so new. I believe he goes by Drugs Emo as his producer.
Okay.
DJ Akira, I believe you get that book.
I saw Big Pun in LA about 2 months before he died, and just seeing him perform live with the oxygen tanks. You know, just between songs, it just he still was hungry and he was trying, but he was so. I don't know why I'm laughing, but he was huge, but he was out there. You know, he was still rhyming. Mad respect to that. It was just sad we lost him. Crazy for Capital Punishment. Yeah, that's why I threw it out. Fat Joe, Big Pun. Lucky to have those in my hand.
I'm gonna get a book.
Definitely represented the Spanish MCs
for sure. First Latino artist to go platinum.
Yeah. Big ups, Beat Nuts. Yeah, big. I have to shout out the Beat Nuts too. But you got an interesting dude.
He had some good verses.
Yeah. Just a lot of trauma, a lot of issues.
Yeah, and I read his book. He talked about the first time he saw somebody die, and there was somebody in his project that jumped off of the building, and he was a little kid. So,
that's tough. Still Wu-Tang.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Golden Arms.
Anybody go see Wu-Tang recently?
Yeah, we went to the show at the United Center. I just said it. God, not even listening to me. Like, so bad.
Yeah, I think he was in the bathroom.
I'm losing over here. Like,
how were they?
No, it was good. They did a really good job, man. Yeah, I was impressed. I was, you know, I've seen Wu-Tang a lot here in Chicago, at various fests. Yeah. And, you know, some shows are like,
Yeah.
I believe the Riot Fest we worked together, Wu-Tang was playing.
I've seen
RZA saying, why can't we be friends? And I was like,
I got two shows I've seen Wu-Tang in Chicago, and I was like, yo, that's you know, like, you know,
were you at was it Congress? The one that shut down? I think it was Congress Theater on Milwaukee.
Yeah, I remember. Terrible sound.
Oh, it was. That's how I feel like a Wu-Tang show should be. Not everybody showed up. I moshed with a big group of Latino kids to Brooklyn Zoo. I got pickpocketed for $4. I was not mad. I brought weed to sell. We ended up smoking it. Security came by. They were like, "Who's smoking weed?" There was this older white guy next to us, and we were like, "Him?" Got kicked out. It was as chaotic as a Wu-Tang show should have been. And it was all
I've not seen Jizzle with a live band yet.
Did I?
I heard that is special.
I think I went to the one Jizza, Ghostface, and Raekwon. That was at the places next to the
Wu-Tang had a live band at the United Center.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was dope. He went between the Machine and the live band. It was dope.
What's the last Wu-Tang album you liked?
Forever. Yeah, forever.
And with Forever, you could tell that like something's
Yeah, it was awesome.
yeah. But some great tracks. Heaters is still one of my favorite Wu-Tang pieces of all time. Noble Drew 312. Last Wu-Tang album that you enjoy.
What album was that? The
W,
the
Iron
W
Flag.
album with Triumph on it.
That was
Was
that
that,
was
forever?
Forever.
Yeah, that was
it.
it. Two of them.
I tell people all the time, like, I know when to let go. Favorite group in the world. They've made some good.
Favorite group in the world, huh? Okay.
Wu-Tang?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love Wu-Tang.
Yeah,
I am an
somebody invite me to go see Wu-Tang.
I am an outcast guy.
Yeah.
Hey man.
I am the caster.
One of the two. When they say Wu-Tang
Yes.
versus the Dungeon Family,
Yes.
I don't know if I could give it to Wu-Tang. Big Gip said Wu-Tang doesn't have a CeeLo Green, and I was like, Ghostface, the same soul, but he's not out there belting out. DJ Akira, you got that book? What's the score? I don't know. I know I'm not winning.
I know.
You did warn us.
By
at the
accident, I
beginning.
seen one of you. I wasn't.
Oh,
So
man.
I'm gonna put up.
You can cheat, man.
No, I'm serious.
I like Rob. I like Rod.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, hard voice.
Mhm.
Very hard voice.
Mhm.
Flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's got is it a podcast or a radio show? Whichever one.
Now?
It's a good show.
She does?
Mhm.
Okay.
Eve has a pretty good book. She confirmed my theory that Girl's Best Friend and Got a Man with the same song. Papoose. This Papoose Raw Digga, I like Eve. Eve, I feel like, made a lot of party songs. I don't know if Papoose has ever made a party song. I don't know if Raw Digga's ever made a party song. I'm not as well versed as Papoose as I should be. I know that Busta Rhymes brought them both in.
Papoose is the MC's MC off the top type of dude.
And he's made, what was he making? One album a month?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
For like a year?
for like a year.
Mhm.
Very large catalog. Very very heavy pen. He's the OG in New York as far as like when it comes to spitters and MCs.
Talk about Papoose slapping.
Yeah, he
Apparently that has happened a lot.
ain't no punk to deal. He ain't no punk. You know what I'm saying? Back up his word. But just being a fan of the MC, like I like Raw Digga. I feel like this Papoose pen is heavier. This MC's goes and this hand right here. Eve, love their work. Big up to her and the Rough Riders. Def Jam Records. She had a good run. I think her run was better than Raw Digga's and Papoose's.
For sure. But then she was more commercial.
Yeah.
Her image was easier to sell.
Yeah.
The whole blonde hair.
And I think if Pat didn't get locked up, probably he could have probably really done some phenomenal things.
For sure.
I mean, he got his bread, but
Yeah. So you're picking Pat.
It's kind of tough
Mm-hmm.
between the three of them. She could spit.
Mm-hmm. Spit her ass.
She's a good feature though.
They said Rod Digger would be in the studio with flip mode. Like, you still writing?
Right.
My verse about to be better than yours.
Yeah.
I'm about to be better than yours.
But then you go to bodies of work.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think about it, DJ or Kieran? What do you?
I'm gonna go with Rod Digger. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't like the commercialness of Eve, although I understood it. So that's an out for me, although it was my card. Papoose I haven't heard enough of, but it's just impressive to just come out with an album every fucking month, you know. So I'm gonna go with Rod. Rod's delivery, like 3 years. Rod's delivery was really nice.
Like stepping on toes, I crushed the whole shit.
Yeah, it's pretty tight.
I'm gonna go with Eve just because of who her brothers in music were, and who she had to stand in the studio with.
Oh,
she
for
had
sure.
to stand in the studio with DMX.
Mm-hmm.
She had to stand in the studio with the Locks. You know, she had to prove herself. Like she was
had
rapping.
to battle to get in.
Yeah,
she had to battle drag on.
Yeah, she was spitting with spitters from the East Coast. You know,
that point of view.
so like just thinking about it. Besides like her commercial hits, she had underground hits with some real spitters, bro. That's still relevant. You know what I'm saying?
The Scenario 2000 remix.
Yeah,
a great verse.
Yeah, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Eve.
I'm gonna go with Rod Digger 1 because I threw it out and I want to win at least one book. Yes. I have more experience with Rod Digger. I should listen to more Papoose. I'm gonna add that to the list. But I was a big Flip Mode fan. Mainly, I was a big Busta Rhymes fan. I had Scout Saunders by Way of Blood. I always tell people that's the worst album I love. Rampage, all honor, all respect, an interesting rapper. Very loud, very loud. But Rod Digger caught my attention immediately. And yeah, I've been a fan ever since. Her verse on Cowboy was dope. She does not have a bad verse with the Flip Mode Squad. I'm gonna go Rod Digger. One. Mama, I got one.
Yes, sir.
We're going to Ponderosa after that one. In this case, my
DMX.
Woo, yeah. Let's get it.
Wait.
Kendrick.
Oh wow.
Told you my hand was hot.
Yeah. I'm done. I'm cooked.
Master Killer.
Yeah.
I like me. You know, Master Killer's. What was the first?
He's not in this category.
No.
That's what Master Killer is not. But he did kill it at United Center. I forgot he was there.
Yeah.
Also, that first Wu-Tang single he was on, that was the first verse he ever wrote. First verse he ever wrote. Period. Wow. So I always feel like
that's interesting.
That is worthy of mention. So what we're get him in the camera. Oh wow. Kendrick Lamar, DMX. Different artists.
Much.
Different times.
I've heard Kendrick mimic Tupac accurately. I think that he has a lot of range. I don't think he could do DMX.
I don't think he's gonna try to do it.
No. I also feel like when it comes to their subject matter, DMX has some very heartfelt songs and some very heartfelt lyrics. DMX spit from his core, wrote from his core. DMX and Old Dirty Bastard seem to have in common that they didn't have a whole lot of impulse control. So they both just did what they felt was right at the time, or at least right for them. I miss DMX. I think DMX is easily in at least my top 15. You know, the top conversation is difficult because it changes so often. I have more experience with you. Noble 031.
First of all, rest in peace, DMX.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he did a lot for the culture. He took up the culture actually when he dropped. Got put out anthems that we still chanting to this day.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was a song of his. But that clip goes around every Christmas.
I feel like him, Tupac, Kendrick were all cut from the same cloth. There's different variations of the same message from different perspectives, from different parts of the city. DMX came from the dirt with his message. Kendrick Lamar came from change and loss. With his first message, Good Kid, Mad City.
Well said.
That's a movie. From a young man's perspective on the West Coast. Excuse me, trying to figure things out and losing. And from that point on, deciding if you're going to be about that life, you're going to be about the life that you created from yourself, and you got to grow with him and watch his journey.
Neither one of them like Drake.
No.
So remember DMX get that. Do you like Drake? No.
Master Killer, honorable mention, Wu-Tang. I don't have much to say about that, bro. But between these two, it's kind of hard. But
kind of hard.
I resonate more with Kendrick just because his story resonated more with closely. I feel like with my upbringing and a bunch of other people's upbringing. You know, especially if you had a family that started in one place and then you relocated, and you had to create this whole new way of living. You know, and you know, try like I said, trying to figure out who you want to be. You want to be part of this gang life, or you going to, you know, figure out a way to get through this. And you know, like I don't know, like what was that album? That Big Stepper album he put out. That was like kind of a follow that was kind of like my follow-up for Good Kid, Mad City, because he was on this personal journey where he was being honest about his mistakes, and he was telling us about some of his trauma that he dealt with on that album, you know, as far as like his family and his cousins, and how he's been accepted, and how the, you know, all these different things. So I'm gonna go with Kendrick on this hand because he's still speaking. He still has a strong, very strong voice in what he's saying, and people are listening. Like globally, people are listening. You know what I'm saying? So I have to go with him in this hand. No diss to one of the greats, DMX. But because he is still carrying that flag really strong and high, and he's still like this verse he just dropped on that fucking Clips album. That's just him. That's just him popping shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but then, you know, what he did for the Super Bowl, he up for 4 Grammy nominations. Not that that means anything, but you caught the world's attention.
Absolutely.
You know, you got the feds looking in at you because you disturbed them. You disturbed their algorithm with
you know, what you were saying. That's powerful for an artist to do something like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Shout out to DJ Elokari. He said, "Don't pick on the quiet kid."
nah, they the most dangerous.
Should have left Kendrick alone.
Mm-hmm.
Should have left him alone.
Yep. Just let him be a creative. But now he about to, you know, he doing what he do.
No one has ever been dragged that hard. There's been a lot of back and forth in hip hop. I don't know that was a back and forth. I went back and forth a few times, and then he just stomped this man into the mantle of the planet. I want to recommend DMX's autobiography. DMX didn't talk about his life in detail, not like his childhood. DMX said he learned to stop crying, which is terrible for a man. When his mother drove him up to a foster care place and was like, "You like it? Good, because this is where you live." And that shaped a lot of his life. DMX used to rob people with a dog. The reason his jaw was broken when Leor Cohen heard him rap for the first time is because he was the Devo of his neighborhood and he got Craig. Just a really rough come up for DMX, which kind of colors the rest of his life from there. Just throwing that in. DJ Akira.
Initially, I didn't love Kendrick's voice, early Kendrick.
I can understand.
But I've learned to really appreciate it and his cadence.
Mm-hmm.
And I think his cadence over DMX probably wins you this card. Yeah, just the storytelling, just the flow, the ability to just. I don't think DMX could do that. What Kendrick was doing. That just takes it over for me because I'm about the math of it sometimes. It's just he's very eloquent, very smart, very real. I appreciate being a sober man too, that he is living a sober life and portraying that as well. That also is an option in a very intoxicating
unfortunately
genre of music, you know. So
rest in peace.
That's kind of side of him as a musician, but just seems like a noble dude that is a pure artist. So many props to DMX.
Who was a good storyteller?
Yeah,
he had a song on
definitely.
Oh, absolutely.
Like when he did the 2-part song with him and Damien. That was like, yo.
Absolutely.
You know,
he did a story song on, what was the soundtrack? It was the same one with How Many Wanted by Ja Rule, High Schooling by Outkast. There was an AZ song
That's
dope.
song.
Yeah, that was it was a dope soundtrack. Mystical and everything. No, wait, that was Neck of the Woods. But High Schooling was on Neck of the Woods. It was that movie where a bunch of kids get stuck in the attic of a school with no heat. Usher was in it. It wasn't High School. They shot a cop.
I got that record at home too.
Yeah. It was not a good movie. It was a great song.
But yeah, I'm just happy for Kendrick to be in this position to lead. You know, show difference. And yeah, like my boy Drew said, he's here. You know, he's here now and he's continuing. So, yeah. So Kendrick got to another side story. When I was working in LA, I got to kick it with DMX for a day, which was interesting.
Did you get in the car with him?
Did not get in the car with him, but
I
had
hear
to
terrible, frightening things about
I
DMX.
just had to shadow him most of the day. Which was interesting. We can talk about that off.
For sure.
The character definitely was so true. So you could feel it. So I was blessed to be in his presence.
Yeah.
The Master Killer, I don't. Yeah.
Hey man.
Yeah.
He's related to Alice Coltrane.
Did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah. Also,
And
Who is
Ryan
dope?
Logan,
Alex
right?
Coltrane. So.
Yeah.
yeah. Master Killer is dope, but just got outshined.
Yeah.
So folks, that brings us to 9:51. Usually we play two hands. I don't want to keep you all. Our winner for the night, Noble Drew 312. No one has ever won that many books in this. Episode 3. That is a record.
Did you have a KRS One card? Yeah.
No, I didn't see one in the book. You know, I would have picked one.
It was in here.
Oh, damn.
Again, there's a lot more cards to go.
Oh, and DMX's verse on that Murder Inc. joint with Jay-Z.
There's so many great DMX songs. Some X Shit is one of my favorite DMX songs. Period. And his verse on Scenario 2000, the Rough Rider song. Yes. Yes.
Well, thank you for having us, man.
Hey, man, so fun.
This is a good.
That was fun.
A good thing to do to get the conversation about hip hop going.
For sure.
Still flowing. It's good for the youth to, know the knowledge, the history too,
Absolutely.
as well. And it's
we got to be the ones to say it.
Absolutely.
Because other people will say it. This is America.
Absolutely.
And granted, I'm no expert, but I'm giving
we are fans.
Yes, I'm a fan first and foremost.
And we were there.
And we were there doing a lot of these growth and development and transitional periods for a lot of these artists. And so I feel like
is this everything you won?
Yeah, I just went through
no, that was all the cards that didn't make it.
You were saying,
we were there, got a chance to experience, witness, hear.
George, how lucky are we?
Right, man. Like, to watch it go from there to this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Hip hop just turned 50 years old. Not too long ago. 52, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, depending on who you are.
Right.
Some people don't agree with the origin story that was presented. I wasn't there. So I don't.
But that's a lot of culture. That's a lot of information.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of art. And I'm grateful to be a part of that. Like, it
was insane to witness.
Music definitely changed my life.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Music definitely was a big part of saving me from the streets, and it could have been a bad situation for I feel like a lot of us, but because of that culture, because of the contributions that were made, I think it helped a lot of us get through a lot of hard times, and
for sure,
so this is very, very, very cool, man. Like,
thank you.
Very cool game. Like I said, very cool discussions about the different artists and what we think and how they all had an impact on us individually. Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it.
Of course. Shout out your music. Where can people find it?
Right now, I'm working on an EP. My first vinyl, 4-track EP. It's gonna be 2 hip hop beats, 1 disco track, and a disco edit. It should be coming out in October.
What's the name of it going to be?
I don't know yet. I haven't figured that one out. It's going to be at intertwinedestinies.com, my website, intertwinedestinies.com. It'll be in some stores, local stores, and maybe some other stores. We'll see. I got a song coming out on the 606 record compilation, their 3rd compilation. It's coming out in late August. So I'm looking forward to that. It's supposed to be a hip hop track I did. Just constantly putting stuff out on SoundCloud. Always updating my IG.
Where can people find that?
At intertwinedestinies.com.
Spell intertwined just for those of us.
INTWINED. Destinies. DESTINES.
Not everybody.
I didn't spell that right.
I don't know, dude. That's your handle. Like,
we all together, man. I think
Noble Drew 312. Where
Yes,
can
I did.
people find the music?
Currently close to the chest.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't put out anything as far as like any streaming platforms, anything like that. I'm actually still a work in progress, but I do try to get out and do some of the live producer nights that they have. So getting that.
Is there any regular night or any night coming up?
I'm not sure if I'm going to do it, but Open Beats at Dorian's is where you usually can find me. They do producers night every last Friday of the month. I think it's been going on for like 6 years now. Best and the homie over there, Uncle L, they host and curate that evening. So a bunch of different producers from all backgrounds of music. That come in, play their jams. But I do post stuff on IG. You can find me at Noble Drew 312 Chicago all day, every day. You can find some of my joints on there. But I'm working on a instrumental project. I do have I'm working with someone in LA now on a project that I did some years back when I did MC. Put out an album called Mood Music, and they want to re-release it on wax. So I'm really excited about that. It's like 12 songs deep.
Okay, that's a healthy album.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it. If everything goes well, it'll get some decent distribution, so it'll get circulated more outside of Chicago. So and I think it's a good time to release an album like that. I was kind of in my bag as far as like the message. For sure. And the production was pretty on point, so I'm excited to see how that goes. But fast forward to 2025, I'm in my production bag. If you want to check out some things, like I said, you can find me at Noble 312 on IG, or catch me at Dorian's every last Friday of the month. I'm out in the streets, outside.
Yes, sir.
Now that we can be outside.
No, I'm married, man. My wife.
You were supposed to bring groceries home an hour ago.
Right.
My name is Mike Stidham. I go by Black Mike Stidham. I rarely talk about this. I have a Bandcamp page. I have 3 projects. I like them very much. They're not mixed well. I made them on my laptop. But I listen to them. I like them a lot. I also do a show called Blurred.radio, BLURDDOTRADIO, every Sunday from 7:30 to 9:30. We talk about geeky stuff, comic books, anime, movies, wrestling. I don't watch wrestling, but a few of the folks on the show do. I ask them questions about it. And follow us, IG, YouTube, Facebook. I think there's still a page. I get updates from time to time, like somebody posted, and I'm like, oh, okay, was it spam? No? There you go. You've been watching the Iron 900. We will be back next Wednesday. It's a workout.
I like that.
Yeah. We're 300 cards in. It'll be 600 by the end of the week, and it'll be 900 by the end of this. Cool. Next Wednesday morning, I'm going to be recording with Binky and Al Tamper of the 7 Odds.
That's the homie Binky.
Yeah. I love it. Tune in.
Sure.
Until then, love, peace, hair grease.
Thank you for having us. Peace.
Thank y'all for coming. Shout out to both of y'all.
Thank you, man. Salam.
Peace, y'all.
Very good conversation. Peace out, Chicago.